Hey guys, how's it going? This is Rob again from FlamingShutterPhotography.com, and just wanted to also just kind of give a quick video, not real long, but some people had asked me, namely some of my friends here, but I've gotten a few messages to my email from my friends online asking about how do you get other lenses onto your Nikon uh, new Nikon DSLR, or this can apply to Canon or really any of the new cameras. And just got to know what camera you got. Doesn't matter if you got a micro four thirds or a whole bunch of different kinds of cameras. Now have adapters that you can use. Older lenses to be mounted on them has manual focus lenses, and they work pretty good. So um, you can go into eBay, go ahead and put in here, let's say if I'm looking for a Nikon to M42 adapter to use my M42 lenses, just go in there, Nikon M42. You'll see a whole bunch of different kinds of adapters here. Um, I believe most of these adapters should attach to pretty much almost all the more recent Nikon DSLRs without any problem. Nikon doesn't have a habit of changing things up with that, so you should be fine. You'll notice that some of these have a glass element in the back. Let's see if I can go into this person's. You notice that this person has is selling an adapter that has glass in the back of it, and that is to help the M42 lens, because the M42 lens is going to be mounted on this side of the adapter. It's just a screw-on lens, so it screws on to the other side of the adapter. I'll try to post a video showing how it attaches and everything. But anyway, the M42 goes on this side. Your or your Nikon Canon body, whatever it may be, will attach onto this, and the glass helps it focus to infinity at infinity distance. Without that glass, I'm told that the lens does not properly focus to infinity. And by focus, I don't mean autofocus, but I mean manually focus. Um, I don't have any adapters without the glass element because I do sometimes do videos myself, and I've heard that in video mode that's where it really suffers because you need to have it focused to infinity uh, whenever you're focusing from on an object that's further away. But I've never tried it without a glass element. All of my adapters have had glass elements in it, and it helps. I wouldn't pay a whole lot. At the most, maybe 15 bucks, 20 bucks. Don't go and spend $50 on an adapter. They're all the same. The glass is pretty much all the same. Um, so yeah, don't spend too much money there. You could even, the ones without the glass element are going to be cheaper. But one thing that you do have to make sure is that you get it specific for your camera brand. Most of these, like the Nikon ones, are going to work with the D700, D70, pretty much all those. But yeah, don't expect a Nikon adapter to work on a Canon because they have different screw mounts, or for it to work on an Olympus pen. Looking for M42 lenses, you can look on eBay at M42. It's gotten pretty popular now, so the prices on M42 lenses has really risen. So you won't see a lot of the big deals like maybe a few years ago. Some of these lenses were going pretty cheap, and now it's just been uh, really taking off, and people are raising the prices on some of them, and some of them are very good lenses. Lenses to watch out for, that you want to really look out for. you can search on eBay M42 lens, and you'll get a whole slew of lenses that you can uh, now use on your camera body. Um, but you can search for Super Takumar, and they make some phenomenal lenses. This 135 millimeter f3.5 is a very sharp lens from what I'm told. I don't have it. That's one of the ones that I really want to get. I have the 50 millimeter 1.4, and I bought it for about 60 bucks, which is ideal. You want to spend about that much money. You want to look at the more recent lenses that you can, get from Nikon or from Canon, and you want to kind of make a, because you're going to lose out autofocus and you're going to lose out a few things here and there. So it's not perfect, but if you can get a good deal and you can handle, or you'd like to know more how to manually focus your camera, then yeah. See, like this one's going for $57. No bids on it yet, but it may rise. Some of these I've seen them, like this Super Takumar, raise or go up to about $100, maybe more. One thing that you do have to realize is some of these Super Takumars have initial on there, SMC, super multi-coated. Those go for a bit more. What that means is that it's got a coating on there that helps it, that helps the glass, stay more pristine, and helps the photos, and I believe helps it so that you don't get sun stars and glare, some sort of things like that. I don't have any, just because I don't want to spend the extra amount on that old of a lens, but it performs very, very well. Uh, don't think that it's not going to be a good performer. It really is, and that's why it goes for as much as it goes for. You want to make sure, if you're getting any old lens, that it is in good condition. If somebody doesn't explain or say what is, what the condition of the lens is, or they say that it has fungus or it has dents on the optics, it doesn't matter on the body, but on the optics itself, you want to be careful, because fungus is very, very hard to clean, and in some cases it is unrepairable. So fungus can be a real bad thing for your lens. So try to get it as best you can on something that's pristine, or as pristine as possible. If it has dust, that's not really that big of an issue unless it's really packed full of dust. I've also seen some lenses that are oily or have oily blades. That's usually okay. You may want to leave it out in the sun, or put a UV lamp on it to kind of try to, make it less oily. I've also seen some lenses that are, and I've actually received quite a few lenses. I don't know if this one says it's UV treated, but I guess some of it is the multi-coating that you'll see that makes it kind of look yellowish, but there is also a yellowish tint on some of these lenses, and that comes from some of these Super Takumar and a few other lenses are coated with some sort of radiation process and things like that they used back in the days, and they don't do anymore. But what that is it's caused a yellow tint because the coating has decayed on the lens itself. It is repairable. Just put it again onto a UV light, or out in the sun. A lot of people have done that too, and that usually takes care of it. Brands that I really like, of course, Pentax, Takumar, they have very good lenses. I've gotten Chinon or Chinon lenses, and they've also been very, very good. Wanted to see, can't see, usually the big ones are always here. Some of the Russian lenses are very nice as well. Let me see if I can find one. It's not usually this hard to find one. Here we go. Helios is the other brand. Um, Very nice lenses. They're 55 millimeter, uh, 55 or 58, one of those. Oh, F2, phenomenal. Very nice optics on that. Have used it quite a few times. Great lens. Um, they come from Russia, so you want to make sure you give yourself plenty of time because usually I've noticed that most of these lenses are imported, so most of them offer free shipping, but it's going to take about a month for it to get to you if you live in the US. The other lenses that are very nice, Jupiter lenses. I'm not sure the origin of Jupiter lenses. Google it, wiki it. Um, I haven't. I did it, and I can't remember. These are very rare lenses. Excuse me, very rare lenses. So as you can see, it reflects on the price. Some of these lenses are going to go for quite a bit of money, but a lot of the times the reason why is because of the aperture blades in these lenses. Most lenses have 6, 8 aperture blades. Some Jupiter lenses have like around 12. So what that means is that you're going to get a lot creamier bokeh. You're going to get very nice out of focus, especially in video. So I don't own any Jupiter lenses. I plan on trying to get some and to try to work with, but they're very nice lenses, but only get those if you really want to dive into manual focus and really are interested in M42 lenses. There's also numerous other brands, Menelota, um, Yashica, quite a few others, I believe. I may be wrong on the names, but you'll notice them when you're searching for M42 lenses on eBay. Um, but M42 is M42, so there's not really anything you could really mess up as long as they're screw mount lenses. You should be fine. So anyway, hope this helps you out. Hope it provides some sort of information for some of y'all. There's a lot of great people on YouTube that have really enlightened me on some of these lenses and things like that, because I never knew about it until I started watching on YouTube, seeing some of these guys, and it's like, wow, why spend $500 when I'm not really looking for something real fancy? Spend about $50, get something pretty decent. So, 50 bucks. Worst thing you can do, you can flip it and sell it on eBay, get a little bit of your money back. So, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a great night. Take care.